Bear with me, there is no lecky in this apartment. The big question, would you buy to let, buy to live, or does Bradford need more investment before you even think about it? Right, let's have a butchers and see wagwan. This is an auction property. Always read the legal pack as well as auction fees. You may have additional costs and other property problems. Today we are viewing a leasehold apartment on the ground floor. It is an elevated ground floor, so you need to go up steps to get to the property. 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom. There is no mention of any parking, so this would need to be double checked. There is no outside space with this apartment, and from Bradford train station, it is a 13-minute walk. There is no storage in this property, and the EPC rating is C, we love a C, and the property is 43 square meters. Don't know who owns the property as the information is withheld. This is a repossession, so don't know if the previous owner was an owner-occupier, private landlord, or a company. The Gatehaus. This is my 3rd attempt to get a viewing here. The first time, couldn't get in. I asked the auctioneer, maybe they had mixed up the keys, and they said they did access the apartment to take photos, so they are sure they have the correct keys. The key was just not working at the viewing. Maybe the landlord changed the locks before the viewing started? This is an auction property, expect the unexpected. Now apparently the owner was a buy-to-let landlord with service charge arrears. The second attempted viewing, exactly the same thing happened. Different auction house, but the key was not working and we could not access the property. I'm there thinking, could it be the same landlord? Because twice? Yeah, this is a bit wild. For the past year or so, the properties I've seen for sale in this development is either a tenanted property, a repossession, or a property that's going into auction. Is this Bradford's version of Leeds stock? Video link to the end. A development where there are just loads of repossessions. Buyer premium, what the buyer needs to pay the seller. £500 plus VAT for the preparation of the transfer, £650 for searches, £2,000 for sales expenses, thinking probably that's the legals, and then £6,000 buyer's premium. What's the £6,000 for, please? How you get to this figure? What's going on? £6,000 just like that. What's the money for? Really? Wow. The special conditions state the buyer will be responsible for any ground rent and service charge for the property which remain in arrears and unpaid at completion. The relevant standard conditions of sale will be amended. Could this possibly be an additional hidden cost? Oh my days. It also states the buyer will reimburse the seller of any rent, service charge, or any other payment in relation to the property that has been paid in advance. Okay, maybe that's just a standard clause. This is already expensive and we haven't even talked about the state of the property. Personally, I don't like this apartment. First property on the channel I don't like. The dining living space is too small. There's no washing machine. The bedroom is just like an awkward shape. It needs a new kitchen, new appliances, new flooring, fully decorate throughout, check the electrics, new bathroom, etc. This property for me is not the one. The legals also state the seller will not be responsible for any missing keys, access codes on completion. And speaking of completion, it is to take place in 3 weeks. For leasehold properties, first thing, our priority question. Is the development EWS1 compliant? There is no information, so that needs double checking. The lease was created on the 1st of January 2007 for 999 years, leaving 980 years left remaining on the lease. The ground rent is £200 per annum. There is no service charge information, but it states that the service charge is due quarterly. Had a quick look online because we need to get a rough idea of the service charge. Wow, okay, if 4 grand is the average because different flats pay different service charges, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That's just a whole heap of money. And I hope the communal areas has a 5-star upkeep because that is an expensive service charge. Within the next 2 years, is there any Section 20 works proposed to the property? There is no information on this. The block managers are local and it has RTM in the company name, right to manage maybe, so you might want to have a little bit of a deep dive into the company. First time buyers, what are you thinking? This is a cash purchase. Let's do the numbers on what it costs to purchase this apartment. This video is a doubles, so there is 40 grand in the kitty. Purchase price 20 grand. Buyer's premium £9,250. There is no stamp duty and no finance cost. The auctioneer charges £1,800 including VAT, administration fee, and your solicitor would cost roughly £1,500 including VAT for conveyancing. To pick up the keys, the cost is £32,550. Let's have a look at the monthly running costs of this apartment. There is no mortgage payment. The property is in council tax band A. 4 grand on average for the service charge, say, and ground rent. That's £350. So together with the ground rent, the service charge, the council tax, and £100 for maintenance, the cost is £574.75 before utility bills and a food shop. One word, expensive. Let's do the Jim Jam test. Is a local shop close enough to pop in our Jim Jams on a Sunday morning? Landlords, we are up north. Do you think you will get a 10% gross yield on this property? Is this a good investment? The monthly running costs for this apartment, landlord's insurance say 50 quid, letting agency fees say 100 quid, maintenance at £125 equals to £625 per month. Looking at short-term rentals in the local area, how much can we charge per night for 4 guests? Looking at rentals, what are 1 beds in the local area on the market for? Learnings. Just because a property is cheap, it doesn't mean you should buy it. It's April next month and the start of a new financial year where the costs are increasing for just about everything. The service charges in this development is already expensive. Even if an estate agent valued the property at £60,000, the question is, can you get a mortgage if the service charge is like 7% of the property's value? Looking at sales, what are 1 beds in the local area on the market for? Let's have a look at the sales history of the property and if the property sold. This is a bit of a long walk, but we have our shop.